story for you. I have a story for you that, oh, it was so funny. It was funny and yet it wasn't. I'll wait till people are in. What in the world is going on? Let me get the chat. I'm glad Sophie's with me when these kind of crazy things happen to me. Hold on. Oh, do you know what I'm having today? It's a new one. I've never seen it before. It's vanilla iced coffee I'm having. Let's try this. Wait, let me get this up. Oh, listen, the dogs are barking this morning. That'll be a CAT. Right, used to. Let's try that. It's not too bad. You can taste the vanilla. There's the big brother going to, so I don't know if it's a CATS. Good morning, my lovely golfer girl, Liana. Good morning. Edge of ASMR, good morning. Yeah, bring them away from there. Give them a chewy. That's what you do. Give them a chewy. Yeah, take it out. Listen. I've been laughing about this situation. I swear to God, it's another true story. People come on and say, your stories are rubbish. Right? It's true. This all happens. Always happens to me, right? So, yesterday, Sophie was up. And she, for a wee while, and then she says, Mum, can you drive me home? I said, aye, I'll drive you home. She says, going to stop at a petrol station so I can get a drink. I said, right. So then we were stopped at the petrol station, and I see the sheep. We started talking about the sheep again that were in that field. I was going, is that the same sheep? No. So anyway, we comes to the roundabout, and I said, you know, I'm a careful driver. I'm going right round on the roundabout, right? So I indicate there I am on the roundabout. And this maniac in a pedal bike, right, comes flying on the roundabout the wrong way and is in my line. I'm driving and there's this guy on a bike, no helmet or anything on. He had a jacket on, his jacket was flapping in the wind. I swerves out his road. It's like, jeez. I was like, Jesus Christ, like that. And then me and Sophie, once it all happened, I said, did you see? And see, as I went by the man, he was giving me, he was frowning at me as if I was in the wrong. Right? I was like, an absolute maniac. And he was like swerving right for the front of the car. It could have been bad. It could have been bad. So anyway, after that, me and Sophie looked at each other and we just burst out laughing. We're like, why does this kind of stuff always happen to me? Great maniac on a pedal bike, going the wrong way round the roundabout, a busy roundabout. It's just as well it was me. See, if it was somebody that went really, really fast, that man wouldn't have been here. Honest, and he was heading for me. It was as if he was like a homing beacon to the front of my bloody car. Crazy guy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, I hope he's all right. I hope nobody mows him down. But, do you know, these things happen to me. So, that was me and Sophie. We could hardly breathe yesterday. Goldust, good morning, good morning. I almost had a head-on collision with a crazy guy on a bike. Giving it loudly, going round the roundabout the wrong way. Head-on to the busy traffic. It's just as well it was me. Raffy girl, good morning, my lovely Raffy girl. I'm having this morning. It's really quite nice. 57p or something for farm foods. Did you see my picture this morning, everyone? I posted on Facebook. I was a wee bit early for farm foods opening, so I reversed. Normally I go on head on to the parking space, but this time I reversed because the view was the police station and I was seeing if Officer Bob was there. So I sat there for 5 minutes fantasising about the police car and stuff like that. Anyway. Oh, my Sky's feeling sad today. Sky, I'm feeling a bit better. I think it's just something in the weather. Everybody's been kind of down recently. The past few days anyway. So hopefully you'll feel a wee bit better. My poor Sky. I hope that man's alright. I wonder if he knows you don't drive on that side of the road. I wonder if he's like a foreigner and he's used to driving on the right hand side of the road. I just hope I hope I frightened him anyway. Saying that, he just kept going. He just kept going round the roundabout the wrong way. Straight for me, and then he drew me a look as if I was in the wrong. See, if I'd have hit that man, it would have been devastating. And it wouldn't have been my fault. Do you know what I mean? You don't expect that. Crazy guy. Oh, this laptop is terrible. It's getting worse. There's my Celia. Good morning, Celia. Good morning. Celia, I had a crazy guy coming on the roundabout when I was driving yesterday with Sophie in the car. Going round the roundabout the wrong way on a pedal bike, no helmet or nothing like that, just straight on the pedal bike. He had his jacket was flapping in the wind, and he was coming straight for the front of my car. The man, I went, Jesus Christ, like that, and I swerved out his road like that. So I did, and then me and Sophie looked at each other and we just burst out laughing. I was like, what the hell? What kind of evil Knievel kind of stuff's that? Oh, I'm fine. It was funny afterwards, but the man, I could have mowed him down. That would have, see if that would have happened, and touch wood, it doesn't happen. I'd never forgive myself. I would always think it was me in the wrong, but straight for me, it was coming in a pedal bike. Oh, but it was, see, afterwards, me and Sophie laughed and laughed. Oh, Sky, never be ashamed of that. Never be ashamed of that. Listen, Sky, you've been in this chat enough. You know a lot. You know a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? Since you've been in the chat, because you know what I'm like. I talk about stuff. And it's better having not much. See, if you had hundreds of experience, that's not good, is it? That's not good. Um, I wouldn't say, I don't know if I would say I've had hundreds of experience. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, it's better to have it to be like that. I think, like, not. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. Not like me. There we go. Just got it. Just not like me. Just not like me. Oh my goodness, Celia. This man came on the roundabout and headed straight for the front of my car on his pedal bike. No helmet, nothing like that. Going round the roundabout the wrong way. I don't know if the man was in drugs or drinking or if he was like a foreigner that's not used to driving on our side of the road. I've no idea, but see, as I swerved out his road and looked at him, he drew me a look as if it was my fault. I felt like stopping the car going, here you crazy bastard. Look, it could have been bad. I could have ploughed into the man. I hope he realised we seen that he was going the wrong way. I hope he realised that. Muser, good morning to you, Muser. Yeah, I nearly had a head-on collision with a crazy Evel Knievel kind of a-hole on a bike. Sky, he might have been out his mind in Monk's Wine, and this was quite early yesterday afternoon. Yeah, self-respect, that's what gold does. See, you know what, that's nice, I think that's lovely in a lady. I'm ruined. I'm just ruined. Yeah, I'm just ruined. I'm an old lady. See, I've golf girl was one of the most crazy experiences I've ever experienced. And see, after I'm looking at Sophie and she's looking at me, I'm thinking, did that happen? Is it just when we're out together that these crazy things go on? But the two of us were laughing. The tears were streaming down my face with laughter afterwards. Just thinking about it and thinking about the look that he gave me. He must have seen the shock in my eyes. Like, I must have been like that while I was driving. Like that. And he's looking at me as if it was my fault in some way. So we had a good laugh. Our ribs were sore yesterday. Our ribs were sore. Oh, guess what I've got? Red dye. So I'm not keeping the blue for long. I'm going to be red. I know it's going to fall out, but here, I don't mind. If it falls out, it falls out. It's just here. Uh, oh no, Sky, that makes you more desirable. More desirable. That's what that makes you more desirable. See, like me, I'm ruined, as I said. You know what I mean? I've been round the block a few times. I don't know if that's a Glasgow saying gold dust, is it? Or is that a universal? I've been round the block a few times. Mm. See, Sky, you're so beautiful you don't realise how gorgeous you are. And not just looking in nature and everything like that. You underestimate how beautiful you are. Sky, always be yourself. Always be yourself. Don't ever try to be anything other than yourself. And yourself's beautiful. You don't need to change. Always do that. Just never. I would say that to everybody. Never try and change yourself for someone else because it'll wear down and the true you will come out. That's why, see, when I meet folk, I've got to tell them the absolute level of craziness that I am before we go any further in any kind of relationship. Here, just as well Davey knew about me, and then I end up lying on the floor with a table on top of me. You know what I mean? It's not a good look, that. Don't be doing what I do, Sky. See, if you don't do what I do, you'll be good. Learn with my mistakes. Look, I'm a terrible person. But listen, I can't get that guy out of my head. That guy in the roundabout. I just look. I'm worrying for the man because see if he's just going to do that. He's going to end up getting hit. Somebody's going because I wasn't really going that fast, but some people would be flying round that roundabout. I'm worried about the man now. I'm worried. See, it was all laughter and fun and games, but now I'm worried. Now I'm worried about it. Oh, what? But me and Sophie, it's just when we go out, stuff happens. Like the police officers, that was a good day out. I'm in top chat. Do you know what? I'm sorry, I've probably missed wads of conversation. Sorry if I've missed you. I had it on top chat instead of live chat. One of these days I'll get it right. I mean, I've only been doing this for years. I'm quite hot as well, actually. I had to take when I was going round Farmfoods this morning, I took my coat off and put it over the trolley. Well, but I had been sitting, watching the police for 10 minutes before that, so I was quite hot. I swear that's absolutely true. I had to take my jacket off when I went into Farmfoods. It was like a bit air conditioning on in the car watching that. Oh, I know. Any man would be so lucky to have you, Sky. Or any of yous. I don't know. See, I go through that. I was actually talking about that to my mum this morning. See, when I take a slump like that, I start to think, look at you. You're useless. So you're absolutely useless. A burden is what I am. I'm a burden to people. That's what I'm. Just an absolute burden. What good am I? I'm a rubbish mum and I'm going to be a rubbish gran. See, when I slump down, that's the kind of stuff that goes through my mind. I can't help it either. But then, see, today I'm feeling a lot better and I'm like, no. Sweet Keely, there's Keely. Keely, I didn't even know that you were expecting. It is your baby, isn't it? I didn't even know. Congratulations, my beautiful Keely. I had no idea. Keely, I'm going to send you something for the baby. That's what I'm going to do. Probably tomorrow I'll have a look and I'll send you something. Oh, my poor Keely. I had no idea. Oh my goodness. Are you feeling better now though? hope you're feeling better now. Your wee baby's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. But I'll say, good, I'm glad you're better. I'm glad you're better. But I'll send you something anyway for the baba. It's all babies now. There's my Moomin. Good morning, sweet Moomin. Moomin, I had a crazy person on a bike coming at me head on, going round the roundabout the wrong way. So I did. And as I swerved in shock and looked at the guy, he was looking at me as if it was my fault. He was giving me that kind of look, as if it was me that was to blame. Listen, it's just as well I was going slower. I dread to think what could have happened to that poor man. No helmet or nothing either. He was just out there. He was just like living his best life, driving whatever way he wanted to in the road. Who cares about rules? I'm just going to drive anyway. If I want to drive zigzag on the road, I'll do it. That's what this man was thinking. So there you go. So that's what happened. Like Evel Knievel, as I say, he was like a superhero coming around that roundabout with his jacket flapping in the background. It was like a cape. It was like a cape. Me and Sophie shouldn't go out together. Stuff happens every time. I'm glad you're feeling better anyway, my lovely Kaylee. But that was a surprise. I had no idea. So that was a big surprise. And I love seeing pictures of babies. It just gets me more excited for when I get my hands on my grandchild. Oh, we all love you, Sky. This is a very loving chat. And a Saturday is a bit too loving. That's on me. What can I say? Listen, I do this. That's what I do on a Saturday. Please don't see if I'm like, see if I'm like, I've really fancied you. If I tell you that on a Saturday, please, it's the booze. That's what I do. That's my life now. That's what I do, folk. Yeah, golf for girls. See, I know that Japan. I think Australia as well. Do they drive in the left as well? But see, when I was in Florida, I thought there's no chance I could drive. And I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what way they're turning here. So I knew that it'd be a bad idea for me to drive in Florida. So I didn't hire a car at all. I thought it's a better idea. Oh, he was okay, the man was fine, but I worry if that's the way he's going to be driving about on the other side of the road. It's going to be... See, there's a big thing happening in Glasgow just now, that climate change thing, and all the world leaders and stuff like that have been coming to Glasgow, because our roads have been closed, they've shut off motorways and stuff. So I don't know if this guy's fair, abroad, and he's just got on a bike and just decided the road was his. Because he was like coming for me. He was probably on something. The man was probably on drugs. But at the time, it was a bit scary. I thought, I'm going. I had to swerve, just as well. I was going slow. Yes, avoid regrets. I've had a few. And it's not nice, regrets. I've had a few that I've had my head in my hand, like, what did I tell you, Linda? What did I tell you? To behave yourself this weekend, didn't I? I told you to do that. I start talking to myself. I told you to behave, Linda. And what did you do? You talked dirty again, didn't you? You talked dirty. Who did you talk to? Your friend. Your friend. He did. He frowned at me, Sky, as if I was the one that was the dirty one on the motor, the roundabout. I was the dirty one. Here, mate. See afterwards. Me and Sophie were like, did that happen? A maniac coming round the roundabout straight for me. I says to her, she says, Mum, your face, she says, you went, oh, Jesus. Sorry, Lord, to use your name in vain, but it came out of my mouth because there I was nearly ploughing into him, man. Nearly ploughing into him. He must have seen the shock in my eyes and the disbelief. I've never seen that before myself. And I've been driving for 28 years. I've been driving. And I've never had that experience till yesterday. That's a first. Women, see, there you go. You get this was not even a motorbike though. This was a pedal bike. I think the guy thought he was Evel Knievel, you know, the stunt man or something like that. I've always got things always happen to me, Sky. Always. Things happen to me all the time. And I'm like, why does this happen to me? It's the same as when I swear this is true. See when they put me in hospital rooms, right? They put me in hospital rooms. I'm in there's 40 a bed, right? And usually our ward, right? I'm always in with the absolute crazy people. I don't know if they've got it in my folder that I'm one of them. Right, that's her ward down there, right, with them. Put her in with them. You know, the ones that kick off every 5 minutes. Put her in there. That's where to go. They always have me in the crazy ward. So they must have it on my notes. Just shove her in there. She'll fit in. Open-minded. Good morning, open-minded. Open-minded and a maniac. It's getting more and more as I'm telling the story. See that? A crazy guy on a pedal bike going round a roundabout the wrong way yesterday when Sophie was in the car, heading straight for me. I had to swerve out his road. And I went, oh, Jesus. I said that. And the man had never had a helmet or anything on, right? He was zigzagging over the road. His coat was flapping in the wind like a cape, like a superhero. And as I passed him, shocked looking at him, he gave me a frown as if it was me that was the dirty one. I think that's your thing, son. Bye, darling. He's away a driving lesson. I'll wait till they calm down a bit. I like that, the vanilla one. Right, Mikey, come on. Come on. Right! Music. They're like that. Everybody that passes, they've got anybody that passes the window's fair game for them, really. Any kind of car that parks in my driveway is getting that. See, it's safe in here because nobody would get near this house without the dogs going crazy. Oh, dash hounds. I love dash hounds. Oh my goodness. My friend Heather's got one, so she has a lovely wee... Oh my God. I love them. Dan, good morning, lovely Dan. Hello. Open-minded, the man was clearly... I don't know if he's... I don't know if the man was in drugs or something. It could have been. Starbucks. I've not a Starbucks in ages, Rafi girl. I would love a Starbucks. This man was, I don't know if it was a death wish he was after, straight on to the oncoming traffic with his bike. F the rules. This is my bike and this is my road. F the rules. I'm going to go round this roundabout the wrong way. On to oncoming. And I was swerving like that. In the car. And as I passed him, he looked at me as if it was me that was to blame. Oh, and then me and Sophie, we were in stitches after that. He gave me the dirty look as if, you nearly knocked me down, you crazy bitch. That's the look he gave me. I could read his mind at that point because we were that close to the man. We were that close. The wrong way round the road. See if I'd have, God, thank you God I'd never hurt that man because that would have ruined my life and obviously his. I was close. That's what it was. It was a clotion. And you don't expect that kind of nonsense. You don't. Muser, he was the wrong way on the road, obviously. In the middle of the road. In the middle of the road. The whole road was his. The whole road was going to be his. He was taking a whole. And then as I'm swerving, he's kind of doing that. And swerving, this not how you do if you're walking into somebody and they move that way and then you move that way. That's the kind of way we were. It was like playing that game of chicken. Like that, but with a real person. It's terrible. Oh, God. I don't know what behind it. I have no idea. I have no. It's the first, as I say, 28 years I've been driving, and that's the first time that's ever happened. You do not expect that. His jacket was flapping in the wind. He was going for it. He was he was going for it in his pedal bike. Oh my God. Mandy, good morning, lovely Mandy. Good morning. I would, but that would see. I would ruin my life. See if anything happened and I was to mow somebody down and it was like really serious. I'd be devastated by that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I'd be devastated, and it wouldn't have been my fault. I was doing the proper thing. I was doing the proper speed and everything like that. But this maniac was wanting to plough into the front of my car. I was with Sophie. I was taking Sophie home. I was taking Sophie home. So I was, and we looked at each other once we put us, and I think the two of us must have been thinking, did that just happen? And then we burst out laughing. Not at the fact I nearly had a head-on collision with somebody in a bike. Just the thought that this is the kind of stuff that happens to me. I'm a magnet for shenanigans. See any kind of crazy shenanigans, I'm a magnet for it. I'm a magnet. See if like he split everybody up into like 4 groups or something, right? See whoever had me is going to be bad because that's the group that's going to have all the shenanigans. Is that one that I'm in? Yeah, well, I was looking at my am I missing the chat? If I'm missing the chat, I'm sorry. Here, I was going to show you a picture on my phone, but these are on my phone. That's how daft I am. Oh, but do you know what? I've put it on Facebook, haven't I? My view this morning. As I said, when I came out of the swimming, I went straight to Farm Foods to get some shopping. Normally, I drive into the car parking space, but today I thought I would reverse into it so that I could look at this. Look. That's the police station, guys. Look. So I sat there for 5 minutes just looking at that police car, hoping hoping that Officer Bob would say, oh, there she is over there. It'd be like a Mills and Boons moment, right? Imagine this, right? This is my imagination, right? As I'm sitting there looking at that police car. I'm like, can you imagine it? He comes out, he looks over. I can see him. Is it her? Is it her? I don't know because she had pink hair, but now she's got blue. I think it is her. And I'll be looking, going, it is Officer Bob, it is. And I'll get out the car and he'll get out his police car and we'll just start walking slowly to each other. And then we'll just start running. The music will start playing and we fall into each other's arms. See, I could write a book. And I could do a good German book. So I could do that. Oh God, God for girls. See, I got a shock. I got a fright. But do you know, well, you don't expect it. You do not expect, especially not on a roundabout. You don't expect somebody coming head on a roundabout to you. That's so. I was took back, but I'm glad that I'm a Sunday driver every day of the week. I drive like it's Sunday. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to get to the destination 5 minutes earlier. I'm quite happy to get there 5 minutes later in one piece and have a nice wee. I sing, see when I'm in my car, I sing some songs and stuff like that, you know, tap on the steering wheel and have a good time. Now, see if someone is right up my ass, do you know what I like to do? Go a wee bit slower. Don't be doing that to me. See if you're going to be up my ass. How's about this? 35 mile an hour. Hmm. That's the kind of driver I'm happy. Don't be riding up my ass. 35. There you are. Now, how'd you like me now? That's what I do. Oh, see, I know, and see when they're at like the shops, kids are thinking of toys and sweeties and all the rest of it. They're not thinking about road safety. That's how. See, my kids, I had one of the leash, the kids leash that's like a. It's a horrible word because that's what you use for dogs, but it's a band and you put it around your wrist and you put it on your child's wrist, so that they don't get abducted. All they came out when that wee boy Jamie Bulger. See if you're in the UK, you'll be aware of this story. He was only 3, and he was in a shopping centre in Liverpool, and 2 older boys that were 10 and 11 or something, or 12. No, they were younger. They were about 10 or 12-year old boys came and took him away and murdered him. And they had the CCTV footage, and you see them walking through the shopping centre or the mall with this wee boy. And then see after that, that's when these came out that you could, leash yourself to your child. So I used to do that because kids are all over the place, and they're not thinking about road safety. They're thinking about the toy shop or the sweet shop, or oh, there's a dog over there or something like that. So when the grandson's here, I'm going to have him. If we're out, he's getting tied round me. That's what or his mother, or the two of them are going to get tied. I'm going to have a double one. I'm going to have one for his mother and him because she's wily as hell. uh. Yeah, I just take my time. I'm not in any rush to get anywhere. See, even if I'm late somewhere and you're tempted to go, I'm late. No, I still drive. I put the radio on and I still drive the way I normally drive. I like to stick to the speed limits. I know I'm an old fart, but I like to. So if somebody's up my ass and I'm doing the speed limit, then I drop down another 5 mile an hour and 30 mile an hour. How'd you like that? It was 40 and it's 30 because of your carry on behave. Have you? No. He's only getting Evel Knievel things now because after the guy, I think that's either that or the guy's been out his face on something. I mean, there was no safety involved at all. There was no helmet or anything like that on the man. Yeah, it's the same. And see, I've got a school right across the road from me, so there's always loads of kids. And see, even like my son's learning to drive the now. There's certain parts of my road when you come down. There's wee like paths that you can't really see from the road, and all it takes is somebody's dog to run out there and a child to chase the dog or something. So I'm always like coming down that hill that I know that. See if I do an emergency stop, I'm going to be stopping right there. There's not going to be like how the faster you are, the longer it takes. Your stopping distance, I'm going to be able to stop fast if anything happened. Yeah, listen, Gold. Do you know what I like to listen to now? The Partridge Family. That's how chilled out I am when I'm driving. I'm listening to the Partridge Family's Christmas special. Chestnut roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols I'm driving, being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. That's what I'm like when I'm driving. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe. That's what I'm like in the car, waving the folk. Out you come, out, no bother, pal. See, I'm courteous. I'm a courteous driver. You want in here? In you come. Come on, I'll slow down a bit. In you get. I'm a courteous driver. Partridge Family is the best. The Partridge Family Christmas album is the best one ever. Although Nat King Cole and the chestnuts roasting one, I loved that one. And Eartha Kitt's Santa Baby. Kylie does it good, but Eartha Kitt's the best for Santa Baby. Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been a very naughty girl, Santa baby. I couldn't look in Santa's eyes and tell him I was a good girl. I couldn't. I'd be like, yes, I've been good this year. I've not. And I know I've been a bad girl this year. I've been bad. So I'm getting nothing for Christmas. I'm getting a bit of coal. Did you any of yous get told that? Or is this a Glasgow thing or a Scottish thing or a UK thing even? I don't know. But if you're bad, right, see if you're bad, Santa brings you a lump of coal. Right, I don't know what in these day and ages where he's getting the coal from because I don't know him to be a coal fire, but here. That's what Santa. That's what Santa. And do you know what else? See, when I was a wee girl, wait, I tell you this story. This was one of my grannies that told me this story, right? I don't know what I was doing, but I was being naughty, right? And she says, Santa's ran out of coal this year. It'll be one of Rudolph's poos you'll get in a box if you're bad. And I was like, oh, I don't want poo in a box. Don't want to come in and get poo. Like that. Right? so that year Santa ran out of coal, but see if I was going to be bad, it'd going to be a bit of shit in a box. That's what I was getting for Christmas one year. I don't know what I was doing to deserve that, but you know, I behaved myself afterwards. I was like, I don't want shit in a box. Imagine that. What did you get? I got a bike. I got a doll's pram. What did you get? I got a bit of shit in a box. This is Glasgow. This is Glasgow for you. Yeah, see, my mum and dad, they got an apple or an orange for their. That was it. That was your Christmas back then. You got an apple and orange. That was you. Did they say that in Wales as well? Well, there you go. Santa was going to bring. Well, that year he'd ran out of coal. They was all out of coal, so I was getting a shit that year in a box. That's what I was getting. I don't know what I was doing, but I would have behaved after that. Yeah, that's what. Look, and do you know what? Listen, I remember what she said. She said it would be an absolutely beautiful package, all decorated lovely with a beautiful ribbon on it. And do you know what's inside the box? Rudolph's poo. Hmm? Rudolph's poo. Do you want that? And I was like, no. See, first when she was going on, it's a beautiful big box. I was like, oh, that sounds good. No, I don't want Rudolph's poo. I was probably like that way crying. Musa. Riley, good morning. Good morning. I don't know, open-minded, but I didn't want it. I really didn't want Rudolph. I know it'd be Rudolph as well, but did you? I get Rudolph's poo. Who's got Rudolph's poo here? Nobody, but I have. You know, I would have been. It'd have been unique. I'd have been like a keeper. It'd have been like an auction piece or something like that for years to come. That was a genuine piece of reindeer crap that I got for Santa back in 1974. That's going to be worth 2 million. 2 million. I'm selling it on eBay. Genuine reindeer poo for 1974, used by Santa Claus and his elves. You know, you could have it could have been a collector's item, but I wanted a pram or something. I wanted a doll or a cuddly toy. That's what I wanted. I'd have been. Look, that'd have been in my wee mind. My brother having all his presents, and I've got a box, and inside it's a bit of shit. Yeah, Comet's poo on eBay, genuine, genuine. Who's going to say I'm a liar? Are you telling me I'm a liar? That's for Comet. Comet done that. I seen him doing it in my front lawn. Scooped it up. You mean? Are you calling me a liar? I'm telling you, it's genuine Comet's poo. And there's Rudolphs and Blitzens and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Rudolph's is a wee bit more expensive. See the stuff. Do you know? Oh, we had a laugh yesterday. Me and Soph. Years ago, when they were all still believers in Santa Claus and everything, I was always running out of places to hide the presents. Right? I was always because everywhere I went, the only place I had to hide the presents was a boiler cupboard, a cupboard that had a big boiler. It was one of the big boilers. That was the only place I could put all the presents. But the kids used to go in it and the door didn't close properly in this closet, right? So what I used to tell the kids every single year, and they fell for it every year, I would get sellotape and I'd wrap it around the handle and I'd wrap it around the banister of the stairs to keep this door shut. And I would say to the kids, do not open that door. The boiler's broken, and see if you open the door, the boiler's going to fall out. So don't open that door. So every single year around about this time, the boiler seemed to be broke again. And it was a big long cupboard, so see for the boiler to come out, it would have to do a run of the boiler and then jump out the door. But every year they fell for it. Every year. Oh yeah, you get doggy advent calendars. I've got my ducky one. I've got my ducky one there. Look, there's my ducky one. That's so every day when I'm doing my advent calendar, I'll do it with yous, and we'll see what kind of duck I get, and then I'll have a nice collection of duckies in the toilet. See, some of the advent calendars are beautiful, but I don't think I could pay £200 for an advent calendar. I don't think I could do that. See, my doggies usually get a new bed or something like that, and then they get all their doggy treats at Christmas time. I don't know what I'll get them this year. I might get them a new bed. See, they've got loads of beds as well. I'm running out of places for beds. In fact, I'm throwing beds out. See, I better behave myself. This is what I do. But you think to yourself, no, the dogs have got to get something at Christmas Day. They've got to have their Christmas. They always have their Christmas anyway. And then I've got Flashy to get some for it, and my mum and dad's. Yes, see, I prefer to. In fact, last year's advent calendar was one of the traditional advent calendars. It's not chocolate and it's just nice pictures behind the doors. I like that. But this year is duckies. See, when I seen the duck advent calendar, I was like, oh God, now I'm going to need to get it. Look, it's looking at me. It's got a face. See if things have got faces, I can't use them or stuff like that. But I'm going to be doing that every day. And there's a giraffe duck. A giraffe duck. Oh, that sounds wonderful, golfer girl. Oh, yes. See, now you're talking. Now, this was Swarovski crystal. Now we're talking. I've got ducks. You've got crystals. Want to swap? Duckies are great. Yeah, some of them are like 250. See, like the beauty ones that I like, that's got makeup and stuff in it, 200 and odd pound. I'm like, that would do me a few weeks shopping, like full shop. So it would. But look, see if you've got the money, then on you go. I would if I had money, I'd be doing it. Oh, the makeup ones, yeah. Some of the makeup ones is beautiful. I've Sephora. We don't have that Sephora, or I don't think we do. But we need to look at that. I've been looking at like Molten Brown and the MAC one, and Rituals is a company called Rituals that do beautiful lotions and stuff like that, and they're really expensive. So they are. But I'm happy with the ducks. I'll be happy opening a new duck. And they'll probably be wee cute ducks as well. They'll be small ducks. Not like the big ducks in the toilet. Yeah, the mat was at $98. It's even at that. See, Ruby Woo's my favourite lipstick, and it's a MAC one, and I think it's like £16. And see, for a lipstick, I'm like, and then you get ones that are even more expensive, and I'm like, for a lipstick? That's how I like Revolution stuff. It's good stuff. Ah. Oh, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to make myself a sandwich. So and I don't know what I'm going to watch today. I watched Step Brothers yesterday and had a right good laugh. So I did. That was great. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, Thursday. Oh, we're heading to the weekend already. This week is flying in. So it is. So I'll be back to see you all tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to give you all big kisses now. You ready? Bye, everyone.